And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Season 6 of Shteigin Therapy. Without further ado, so we just learned about Eliezer ben Dudaya or Dordaya, who went and he saw every hoe. That was the last year. Remember? They went and he had sex with every prostitute. We learned this in welcome, Rabbi H. We learned this that he went and he saw every prostitute, and then he went to a prostitute at far away, and he spent a lot of money to get to her, and she passed gas, and then she compared him to the gas that she passed, and she said just like this is here and then gone, so too are you, here and then gone. Yo, Scotty Sivko, the pirate in the Heezy.
What up, man?
What's up? We're just doing a little review of yesterday's share. Shalom Aleichem, Trippy represent. We're just doing a little chazah on the last year we did in the Singapore Chabad outside, and we learned about this guy who went to every whore in the world, right? and then he went to the last one, and while they were getting it on, she passed gas, and then she's just like this gas is here and here and then gone in a second. So too, you're in this world, but the way you're living, you're gonna be gone so soon. So he went and he cried and he repented, and so the Gemara is going to continue with that line of thinking. All right. I think, I don't know. We're just we're on page 7. We're on page 17 in Tractate Avodah Zarah. Rabbi Chanina v'Rabbi Yochanan havu ka'azli be'orcha. Rabbi Chanina and Rabbi Yochanan, two. Rabbi Chanina, come on, these are first generation Amoraim, These are the biggest of the big, and they were going on a path, right? Matu la'anhu trei shvile. So they got to a fork in the road, right? Chad patzi apischa de avodas kochavim, v'chad patzi apischa de bezonos. So one went to an idolatrous place, right? One path led straight to the Vatican. I said that for Scotty Sivko. One went straight to a place of idolatry, right? You can pick your place of idolatry, right? And one went to a whorehouse, right? Which is another place, Okay. So Amar lei chad lechavrei. So they said to their friends, "Yo, Scotty, what would you do? You got two paths. One leads to a Avodah Zarah, one leads to an idolatrous house, and one leads to a whorehouse."
What's the first one? I don't understand the first one.
The first one is a temple of idolatry.
I guess since you're considering the Catholic Church a temple of idolatry, I guess that's the one I go to, though.
No. It's not all Catholic churches. It's just the ones that are Satanist pedophiles. But it's not all of them. We know it's not all of them. We know actually that there's a Roman Catholic leader who does not accept the current Pope and who renounces the New World Order, So then you have the ones that are with the New World Order. So, okay. So I would probably go to the other one. But okay, so these two rabbis, which path should they go to, right? Amar lechad v'chavrei. Nezal apischa avodah zarah. Let's go to the idolatrous one, right? What are we gonna do? Go to a whorehouse? The nachis yitzra. So the nachis. What does nachis mean? Nachis is a nechasim. We own the Yetzer Hara for idolatry. The evil inclination for idolatry is not as strong as the evil inclination for hoes. So Amar lei idoch nezel apischa de bezona. So the other one's no, let's go to the whorehouse. The nichpia liyitzrin, right? V'nikabel agra. He's like, no, exactly the opposite. Since there's more of a temptation to go sleep with a whore, we'll go by that one, and that way we'll get more reward for withholding and not capitulating, right? Kimatu hasam. So they got to the whorehouse. Chazinu lizonos. So they saw the hose. They were like, ooh, right? They're like, wow, these girls are hot. These girls are fire, you know? And is kanu mikamayu. So they saw the whores were like they were iskanu mikamayu. The word is like kina, like not jealousy, but like lehachnia. Like they were like laying out before them, maybe, right? Amarle minallah ha. So he's like, where'd you get this idea? Why did you decide to go here? Amarle. So he says to him, well, it's based on a verse. It's based on a verse in Mishlei, in Proverbs. Scotty Sivko, do you have an English Bible in front of you?
Yeah, I can get one. Hold on.
Okay, great. So let's take a look at the verse first in Hebrew. Let's see what it says. Mizima tishmor alecha tivuna tinatzrecha. It says from sexual impropriety you should watch yourself and you should guard your understanding. But we'll see how Scotty teaches. How Scotty's Christian book teaches, you know? Scotty. Oh, you got it?
No, 1 minute. I moved it.
No pressure. I'd rather you sit and chat with us, but it's okay. Okay. Amrle Rabbanon Rava. So the rabbi said to Rava, my mizima. What does this mean, that mizima, right? Mizima is either like a plan, or it could be like from zima, from sexual impropriety. So he says, what is mizima? So he says, Ilema Taire. If you're going to say that this mizima is Torah, because it says by Torah, it says zima, umetegamina, and the Targum. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to open it up to Proverbs 2:11? We hope that the Christian Bible has the same verses, you know, as ours.
Okay, under chapter 2 of Proverbs, blessing wisdom. 11 is discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you.
Yeah, that's it. What does it say? Say it again.
Discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you.
Wow, understanding will guard you, but discretion, mizima, tishmor alecha. So this word mizima, and then it says, well, maybe what is this mizima? And so in the Christians learn it, discretion.
Yeah, discretion. I mean, the full paragraph from 9 is, then you understand rectitude and justice, honesty, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, knowledge will please your soul, discretion will watch over you, and understanding will guard you.
Yo, thank you. So the word for discretion here, or the word is mizima. And we have to see, how is the Talmud gonna understand that word? So the Talmud asks, what is this mizima? So if you're gonna say that it's Torah, maybe it's Torah itself is the mizima, is what the Christians say is the discretion. I think that makes sense, like Torah, because by Torah it says zima, because there's a verse in Leviticus. It says like this: Ervas isha uvita lo tigale. So you shouldn't like marry or sleep with a wife and her daughter. Shouldn't reveal their nakedness. As bas bina, the daughter of her son, be as bas bita, and the daughter of her daughter lo tikach legalos erva. You shouldn't take her granddaughter. You marry a girl, you shouldn't have sex with her granddaughter even, or her daughter. You shouldn't take to reveal her nakedness. Se'era hena, Their nakedness zimahi. So here it seems that zima means sexual impropriety, like znos, zima. But he's saying no. If you can say it's Torah because the Torah says zima, Torah says zima. What this is talking about Torah? And but how does the ancient Aramaic translator named Harry? Remember, you know what the ancient Aramaic translator is? Harry. You know who he is? The Heilige who? The ancient Aramaic. He's in every Chumash. He teaches into Aramaic the Torah. Oh, you could hear. You could hear. You can't talk because you're on mute. You're on a call. Fire. So Schlegs, you can tell us.
His uncle is Ager.
The Heilige Unculus. Unculus Ager, the convert, Unculus, right? So Unculus, by the way, Scotty Sivko, Unculus was a Roman Catholic, and he converted to Yiddishkeit. And he's not like, oh, he's a convert, and so like he probably like didn't know how to learn so well. He's like the greatest learner.
Oh yeah.
Unculus Ager, you know, and he translated the entire Torah to Aramaic, right? And so over here, when it says, and we think that it's talking about sexual impropriety, but Onkelos actually talks about it. It says Zimahu. The Onkelos translates it Atzas Chatayim, which is like the suggestion of sins, or it's like not Atzas Chatayim. Let's see what that is. But it also says, we have Zima over there, and Onkelos says it's talking about Atzas Chatayim, the Eitzah, the suggestion of sins. Let's see what Rashi says, right? So Scotty, here's what we do, right? I know you've Skyped this a few times. I'm gonna do review also for you, also for myself, also for Schliggs and Harry, and anyone listening at home. The way that we do it is, first we see the Talmud. The Talmud was written around the time of Jesus, right? A little before, a little after. But then about 1,000 years after that, 1,000 years ago, comes a guy named Rashi living in France. And he gives an explanation of the Talmud that it's basically impossible to get a Gemara without Rashi. Like you can't buy one. Look at this hat I got in Thailand. So, and I wore it at my stand-up in Singapore. Yeah. So anyways, like a Mithras, the sun god. Yo, the Pope is gonna worship me now because I'm Mithras, the sun god. So, but it also says, so before we see Rashi, Scotty, we're gonna see the Gemara. We like to sometimes growing up in yeshivish places, they tell you learn Gemara, you got one hand on the Gemara and one hand on the Rashi. My rabbis, my teachers did not teach like that. They said, first you learn the Gemara. When in the Gemara, in the Gemara. When in the Rashi, in the Rashi. Right? Very compartmentalized. Right? That shout out to Rav Chaim Ilson, sei gesund und stark. You know, we should live a long life and teach much Torah. Okay. Vichsiv, and it also says, Hifli Eitzah Higdil Toshia. It also says that it calls the Torah. Oh, yo, do you guys understand what's happening here? This is my first time ever seeing this phenomenon. The Gemara is making a Gezerah Shava between a Targum of Onkelos and the Pasuk. Yes, come in.
Hi, sweetie, where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay, I got your, guess what?
What'd you get me? Fluoride-free toothpaste?
You bet you, baby.
All right, this is therapy for me. This is yo, here. I'm in the middle of a class, actually. I'm giving class.
I'm sorry.
No, I want to introduce you to the crew.
Oh, and let me get, and
Yeah,
also
cool.
fluoride-free water.
Oh, and fluoride-free water. That's what's up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And they're ready to leave for the movies.
I'm not going to go to the movie. I'm in the
Okay, so
middle
I'll
of
be here with you.
studying and teaching. You'll be here with me?
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
you're so welcome, honey.
All right. Have a great day.
Well, I'm so glad I could do this.
Yeah, me too, yo. Fluoride-free toothpaste.
I had the manager help me.
Oh yeah, because like they
Yes.
probably didn't carry it.
I said, I need
It's
fluoride.
in the back. They don't want to give this. They don't want
No,
to
it
sell
actually
fluoride
was
free.
where all the toothpaste was, but it was a small area.
Ah, okay, fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay, shout out to CVS for selling some fluoride free toothpaste. You know.
Right.
Listen, the main like the main places, pharmacies in Israel, they won't sell you fluoride free. No. They want us to be passive and fluoride like passive.
What
It's
you
a
should
passive
do, honey, when you
and
have a moment,
calcifies the pineal
take a
gland.
picture of that and take a picture of this so you'll know if I'm not here and you need it more, you have to go.
It's a great idea.
Take a picture.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sweetie.
All right, have a great day.
See you after.
And we're back.
But that lady
And
seemed
we're
like the
back.
nicest lady in the world.
Yeah, she was so nice. She asked me what I needed from CVS. I'm like, well, I doubt you'll be able to find it in CVS. Calcify our pineal glands, but I'm out of tickety. Yo, when I was flying from Singapore to LA, nothing. They let me fly with my toothpaste. Israel to Thailand, Thailand to Singapore, let me fly with toothpaste. Then the 1 hour flight from San Francisco, because I went from Singapore to San Francisco, from San Francisco to LA, right? They didn't stop me for my weed. They didn't stop me for my other like contraband, but they did stop me, and I was a little bit shaken in my boots because I was like, uh-oh, right? Like, what are they gonna take? And they just took my toothpaste. They took my fluoride-free toothpaste. It was a big blow.
What can I see the brand of toothpaste they got you, bro? Tom's is legit as far as I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Tom's is legit.
it's got to stay fluoride, and it's vegan.
It probably says no fluoride on the front.
Yeah, fluoride-free, natural fluoride-free. Let's go.
Awesome.
All right, good. We need to keep our pineal glands open for understanding the Heligatira.
What kind of water did they
You know?
get you? What kind of water did they get you?
Fiji.
All right, I'm gonna look into it.
I actually, so it doesn't say fluoride, that they have fluoride in it.
I
But
have a list.
But they
I have
do
a
have,
list.
silica, calcium, magnesium, and bicarbonates, which I'm not so happy about. I don't want any magnesium, but.
Magnesium's good for the brain, I hear.
Oh, really?
Could be good for the nervous system. Not sure. I gotta look into that also. But I'm gonna check out Fiji water. We'll see.
All
We'll
right.
see.
All right, let's get back into the siggity sugya over here. So it says Hifli Eitza, Higdil Toshia, talking about the Torah. Scotty, this is another verse. Wait a second. No. This is Isaiah, right?
Sure.
Isaiah 28:29. It says Gam Zos Me'im Hashem. Also, this is from Hashem, the Lord of Hosts. It came out. Hifli Eitza. It's a wondrous suggestion and guidance. Higdil Toshia, and it increases saviorhood. It's not that word. Let's see what the Christian Bible says for saviorhood, for Toshia.
We just
Higdil
said
Toshia.
Gamzos. We just said Gamzos last time we spoke. You remember? We were saying by the Rebbe Nachman Torah how to overcome one's enemies in their land.
Right.
And in
Gamzos.
having an ayin tov, you invoke this aspect of creation called Gamzos. So that was our last conversation.
Myridic. We only need one tiny little thing.
Repeat the verse again, Isaiah.
I would love to see that, Rav Nachman. It's in Isaiah 28:29.
This too comes from the Lord of hosts. Wonderful is his counsel and great his wisdom.
Counsel, that's a good one. Okay, Eitza, counsel. So they say Zima, Unkelus says it's a council of sinners, right? Or a council of sins, like to go and like sleep with your wife's daughter or granddaughter. Jeez Louise. Bad count. That's worse counsel than get the vaccine. You know? So Hifli Eitza Higdil Toshia. Ihachi Zima mi baile. So if that's the case, that you're going to tell me that it's the Torah that's called Zima, Because in one place it says Zima, and another place it says, where does it say Zima? It says Zimahi, right? So it says Hifli Eitza Higdil Toshia. And so since Zima is one time translated into Aramaic as counsel, and another verse says straight out counsel, so we see, the Torah is called Zima. Wild stuff. Very interesting, right? Wild stuff. So the Torah says, but wait a second. If this Mizima is saying it's a reference to the Torah, not Mizima, which you said was counsel, right? Mizima tishmor alecha tuvuna tinatzrecha, that your counsel will watch over you, and your wisdom will also watch over you, will keep you. So hachika amar. So here's what it's saying: Kidavar zima, midavar zima tishmor alecha Torah tinatzrecha. Oh, so from a thing of znus, it will watch over you. Torah will save you, or something. Let's see. Now we get to a dot, and now we get to see the Rashi. The Rashi. Rashi lived from 945 to 1015, and I know that because it sounds like a time.
Nice.
Right,
I
the
was
years.
just gonna make a bad joke about that.
No, he didn't live for 45 minutes. He lived for 45 years or whatever. I don't know. 19.
Something
I
like
don't know what, like
70
like
years.
70.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice, man.
So Patia Pischa Devoros Kochavim. So when it says that one of the paths went to the idolatrous place, right? Place where they're right, we'll call it somewhere. We're not going to say the Vatican this time. We'll call it somewhere that we all know is that we all hold is idolatry, and it's also closer to where we are right now. It's about a few hours away from here. I hope to visit it in my time on the West Coast, the Bohemian Grove, right? There, everyone knows they're slaughtering children, drinking their blood. That's like their best place. Scotty, you heard of the Bohemian Grove?
I'm not. I was just gonna Google it.
Oh, Google it. Give it a goog. Give it a goog. And they also worship Molech, the owl god, over there. So, anyways, we got to go visit. You know,
Very, very strange stuff going on in that grove. Let me tell you.
I'll be like, yeah, I was passing by and I got the hankering for. I'm not even gonna say it. You know, Chas v'shalom, right?
On the
So
thought.
it says, what?
Private San Francisco-based club. It's where the land is. Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. You know
Yeah,
who went to the Bohemian Grove?
The Grove is
Alex Jones. But Alex Jones is controlled opposition, according to Isaac Cappy, who we go by. You know, the Haliga Isaac Cappy. So, anyways, what does it mean that they went to this idolatrous? It opened to this idolatrous basis. Patuach lepezach avodas kochavim kimo patzu alai pm. It's like to open your mouth, right? So it's like it was open. It's like, oh, so we have two paths. One has an open idolatrous house, and one has an open whorehouse, right? So they were trying to decide which one. So the first guy thought, let's go to the one that's open to the idolatrous house because Nachis Yitzre. And we said Nachis, like maybe like we own the Yetzer Hara on it. Let's see what the Rashi says. Zak Tehelig Rashi. Nishchat Yitzra. That the evil inclination was slaughtered, right? Anshe Knesses HaGedola, Bikshu Rachamim, V'nimsar Biyadam V'harguru. So the Anshe Knesset HaGedola, who were the Anshe Knesset HaGedola? The Anshe Knesset HaGedola existed after the first temple was destroyed and we were exiled to Babylon. The Anshe Knesset HaGedola are the Yids who brought us back. That's Ezra, Nehemiah, Mordechai, Zerubbabel. That's the Anshe Knesset HaGedola. They were the people who actually wrote the prayer. Scotty, you still have your Jewish prayer book?
I do. Which
Nice.
one?
The one that you stole from Uman.
Forgot to return.
What?
Forgot to return.
What?
Forgot to return.
You forgot to return. Yeah, sorry. Yo, I also forgot to return something from the previous airline. I forgot to return because I lost my phone on the plane and I tore up the seat looking for it. It was like stuck under the seat. It was like impossible. Like they had to like bring like tongs to like get it out. You need like a special unit in the army. But I found this life vest in my seat. And I was like, I need to have this for the excursion to Antarctica. I need to get a life vest. So I
You want to fall in that water, man. That's cold. There you go.
oh nice. Yo, Scotty, look at this guy.
That's good. That's what's
Have a
up.
happy sweet new year. It was Scotty's idea to take those.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. So it says, like it says in Perik Daled Misos in Sanhedrin, page Samich Daled, right? Oh, Scotty's got the mother load. Nice.
I want to focus.
Nice, bro. Zog
Have a sweet new year.
Rashi, Kilaimar. Rashi says, Kilaimar, Nezo Behahu Shvila, will go on that path. We'll go on that path. Velo Nezo Apischa de Bezonos. And we're not going to go the path that has a whorehouse and a strip club on its path. Shlo Yishbo Lo Banu Yetzahara. Because we don't want the evil inclination to start controlling us. By the way, Schlig, Ziggy's arm in there.
He's schluffing on the couch. But
Alright,
I gotta say, why doesn't the Gemara bring a Meisvei here? And Shtel too, that Gemara where we learned that it's usher to go down a path where that ends in Avodah Zarah.
Well, this you have the choice, you know. You get the split in the road.
Ah, there
I
you
hear
go.
you.
That's a good truth.
You get the split in the road. I hear your point. Good Sushtel Schligs. So they said, let's go to the one with less evil inclination. And they said, no, we're going to go to the one with more so that we can get more reward. So they go near the whorehouse, and then it says, is kanu mikamayu. What does that mean? Nichnazu mipnehem likubasan. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, wow, Kubasan. Okay, who here has been to the red light district in Amsterdam? So in the red light district, they have like a Cuba is like a box, right? So what's going on in Amsterdam? They have these whores like dancing like in front of like the glass, right? There and like you go in, like you see which one you like. You know, you can pick fat, skinny. I don't know. You can pick black, white, Asian, etc. Right? You have your pick of the litter. There's like it's the red light district, and there's just like only hose, right? So that was what was going on here. So all of the whores, which sometimes were outside, right? Sometimes we're outside, sometimes we're inside in the Gemara. They all went back into their cages, right? So like they're like, oh, like they just were like running away from these great rabbis, right? So so one of them says to his friend, he's like, what's going on over here? Minalacha. The right, and Rashi says, the samachta anavshecha lemesi hacha velo mistafis meitzahara. How did you know to go this way? And they weren't going to maybe like try to dance over to us. How did you know that they all went in? They all like ran into their cages, into their prostitute cages. How did you know that was going to happen? So he said to him the following verse. He says, Mizima tishmor alecha tevuna tinatzrecha. Right? So discretion will watch over you according to the Christian Bible. Discretion will watch over you. But we don't know what it is, what that word is. Mizima will watch over you. So maybe he's saying that the Torah will watch over you from 10 minutes, some shady? Okay. So it says Mizima. So then we're like, wait a second. Right? So that's the story. He just said that verse. Mizima will watch over you. So Rava was learning this. Right? This was happening in Eretz Israel. This is happening in Israel. Rabbi Yochanan, this is the first generation of Amoraim in Israel. But then, like Rava's, like second or third generation in Babylon, they're talking about this unbelievable thing that happened, and they're analyzing the case, and they're like, "Well, what is this mizima? What did he mean when he brought that verse?" So Rashi says, "Atzaz hu targum shel zima." So zima is it's counsel. I like that translation. So it's counsel zimai. V'chatayin hu tosefes atargum. So Uncle added that word that it's like counsel of sins. Mefarish she'etzazo rahi, that like to go and like sleep with prostitutes and to be sexually promiscuous is bad counsel. Shel chet, of sin. Alma, so we see from there the zima hainu lashon etza. Zima is a lashon of etza, of counsel. Right? The Torah nikres etza, and the Torah calls the Torah an etza dichsev hifli etza. The Torah is such wonderful counsel, and it's and so much savior, right? Mashma Torah will block us. He says, I know the Torah is going to protect us. You know. He says, I know the Torah is going to protect us. We should be zaycha. The Torah should protect us from zima. You know. Hifli etza. The amazing thing, Torah, it allows a person to make his own decisions, to like be the master of his own domain, so to speak, right? Torah allows the person to become self-aware and hopefully one day overcome the inclination and the taiva for illicit sexual activities. So it says, "Hifli eit zahik do toshia." This mizima it's from zima. It will protect you from znus. Rashi says, "Tishmor alecha." That's Torah. It says the Sefer Dikra. The end of the verse is Tivuna tinatrena. That wisdom will protect you. Mizima from krumkite, from sexual immorality. Mizima tishmor alecha mikol davara, from every bad thing, the hero or hate and thoughts about sitting with girls. The anu holchin haloch vit davar b'divrei Torah. He's saying we're sitting here and talking Torah. These whores had to run away, right? They couldn't even come close to us. The words of Torah banishes the hose. And that's how they learned it out. Here's what it's saying, that the Torah will protect us from krumkite. Okay? Now, we only have 10 minutes left. Let's see the Halakha Tesvis.
6 minutes.
5 minutes. 6 minutes. Some shady, you're on 6 minutes.
Some shady.
Zak Halakha Tosfos. Nizol Epischal Bezonos. Let's go the path that's going to get us past the whores, right? So what does it say? Zak Tosfos. Mikan yesh lilmod. From here we can learn shederech leharchik mipezach. So that we should distance ourselves from entering idolatrous buildings as much as we can. Mishum dichsev, because it is written, Al tikrav el pesach beisah. That, right? This is a verse in Proverbs again. Scotty Sivko, Proverbs 5:8.
Okay.
Right? It's talking, and right, other good places. Umukmi le'el b'avodas kochavim, and above it says that it's talking about idolatry. Sha'arei hayarotza leches yoser apischa the bezonos. Really, they wanted to go more to the whores than the avodah zarah. So they're like, oh, it's more of a yetzer hara to do avodah zarah, but still they went to the whore's way because the Torah is going to protect it from the whores. Okay, Scotty Sivko, give us a taich.
5-8.
Yes, please. Proverbs 5:8.
Keep your way far from her. Approach not the door of her house. And then
Okay.
9 continues, lest you give your honor to others and your years to a merciless one.
Today we learned about the way to walk. They weren't sure. Rabbi Chanina and Rabbi Yochanan, they did a balk. They said, should we go to the whores or should we go to the idols? They ended up going to the whores, and the whores ran inside their houses. They were frightened. They were like, oh, it's the Torah. They had to run. We see that the Torah protects us from bad thoughts, and thoughts that not necessarily are even conscious. They just creep up. But the Torah comes and says, nah, I'll give you freedom over your thoughts, freedom over your actions. It's the Heilige Torah. It's the best faction. We're here with Scotty Zivko, Schliggs, and Harry. And we're Shteigin, season 6. They're happy.
Amazing. Very good.
And Rabosai, this was an amazing first year. I am very happy. See you tomorrow. And you best believe that I'll be dressing there snappy. We said the name of a great fighter against the Shibud. His name was Isaac Cappy. And he was killed for what he revealed, that Alex Jones was controlled opposition. Bill Gates is a pedophile, so is Tom Hanks, and so is Seth Green, and so is a lot of people in Hollywood. We should be Zeiche to continue on our path of Shteigin and be jolly good, and then get married and have the Kedusha, some whore jumping on our Jollywood. That's the Jake and Amir. It's Jake and Amir line. I had to throw it in for LA. But I'm saying Kedusha, and I'm not calling all girls whores. All right. I think I've overstayed my song. Every time I start singing, I end up. I say whatever comes to mind, whatever I can rhyme, even if it's not super clean. We're doing our best out here. We got toothpaste and water without fluoride. It's the Ides of December. It's almost Hanukkah. Thank you, Scotty, for this ukulele and also the harmonica. I hope to see you here in LA one of these days. We could chill, we could steig. I'll be here for a while, drinking Fiji water and brushing my teeth with Tums. I am the Chacham and the Rasha, and not to mention the Tums and the She'enir Daily Show. But we steigen Tums. That was episode 1 of Shteigin Therapy. It's very good. The Torah should watch over us like a canopy. And it should bring us to have a raise in salary, so we could do all the things and be who we got to be. We should have a tzlacha in Jews. We should have a tzlacha in working out. We should have a tzlacha in all the missions, inside and out.
Amen.
Much love, everybody. That was the ukulele chazara, suggested by Scotty Sivko, our resident Ayved Avodah Zarah. And we're so happy that you joined us for Shir. We hope you'll join us all the time. We loved your additions of the Christian translations.